Isn't that cool? Setting up for the kids. I might go play something. Emma? Bouncing Megan?
Students have been spending a lot of time learning a lot of Canadian music, and I don't want all the grown-ups to just be sitting there going, does anybody else think that Canada is a great country to live in? I could stand here all day and tell you things that I think make Canada special, but I want to hear if anybody out there has got some reasons why they think Canada is such a great place to live. Got a reason? How about you right there? Give me one reason. What's that? You like to play soccer. Well, you can play soccer anywhere in the world, not just in Canada, but in Canada we have a lot of sports, and if we're going to talk sports, you should know, excuse me everybody, only speak out if I ask you to, okay? Otherwise, let's finish with what this person is. We have enough wood, but in Canada, lots of trees. Last one, right there. You are absolutely right. Lots of beautiful scenery in Canada. People come from all around the world to see these big, wide open spaces. They're pictures of important things for which this country stands. What's the picture on the penny, everybody? It's a maple leaf. It's a beautiful sight to see. It plays down to us from the branch of the maple tree. And with every year that passes, it grows like you and me, so should we all grow straight and tall like a lovely maple tree. I've got Canada in my pocket, a little bit of history, a penny and a nickel and a quarter, and I belong to you and me. It's more than walking money, they're the symbols of our land, they're pictures of important things for which this country stands. What's our national animal? It's a beaver. It's a beautiful sight to see. He's a happy furry animal, like a teddy bear with teeth. He's never ever lazy. He works all day and day, building houses for his family. He's got no time to play. I've got Canada. Yeah. A penny and a nickel and a quarter, and I belong to you and me. It's more than walking money. They're symbols of our land. They're pictures of important strong and bold. I'm sure you'll all agree. He looks like Santa's reindeer, and he looks when the wind blows cold. So he lives up north with polar bears, 'cause he likes the ice and snow. I've got Canada in my pocket, a little bit of history. Yeah, it's more than fucking money. They're the symbols of our land. They're pictures of important things for which this country stands. And we're always getting new pictures of money all the time. Some of the best looking money in the world is right here in. Nice voices you've got here. Give yourselves a hand. All right. Well, where's my Blue Nose person over there? My Blue Nose person. Okay. Canadian shit. Oh, it was the Blue Nose. Who won the next year? Blue Nose. Who won the year after that? After that? After that? After that? In fact, the Blue Nose never lost the race. Year after year after year, it won the race, the International Fisherman's Trophy. It was great until, after winning all those races and catching all those fish and delivering all the cargo, something terrible happened. People who owned the Blue Nose said, this boat's getting old. Well, the people who built the Blue Nose and the people who lived in Nova Scotia were proud of this boat. They didn't have time to say, no, you can't do that. They sold it so fast to somebody halfway around the world who didn't take care of it very well. They let the sails tear. It started to leak. It was looking pretty bad. And this Blue Nose was sailing, trying to deliver some cargo to the island of Haiti down in the Caribbean. Big storm came up. The Blue Nose sank. It crashed on a reef out in Haiti and disappeared. Well, back in Nova Scotia, everybody was standing around going, Homer, what do we do now? What do you think they did? What could they do? What do you think? How about you? Yes, they built another one called the Blue Nose 2. And they say the Blue Nose 2 is even faster than the first one. So do you think anybody wanted to go racing against it? They never beat it. So the Blue Nose 2 was sitting at the dock, and all these people would come around and look at it and say, oh, I wish I could go sailing on the Blue Nose 2. And somebody said, let's let them. So they loaded up the Blue Nose with people, tourists, like us, who were visiting Nova Scotia, and they took them out onto the ocean for the day, brought them back. They had a chance to see what it was like to sail on one of these beautiful Canadian schooners. The next day, there were even more people lined up on the dock. They took more of them on board and headed out again. And they did that day after day. And thousands of Canadians and visitors from around the world have had a chance to visit the Blue Nose and go on board. I've been on it twice. It's a beautiful ship to go on. And when you're on it, sometimes if you're lucky, the people who sail the Blue Nose will let you help out on board. Maybe you can help pull up the sails, pull up the anchor maybe. Maybe you can swap the deck. Well, I've got a story to tell of a friendship that circled well. The Blue Nose was her name, and she never lost her race, and she found herself a place in the history of Canada. Blowing flow for Blue Nose, sailing once again. So we two were once more. member of the family. It was kind of neat. I got to my hotel, and I checked into my hotel, and I heard music playing. You know, sometimes you go into a building and they're playing music through speakers. That's not where this music was coming from. I started walking down the hallway of my hotel, and a lot of the doors were open to all the rooms. And some people were playing guitars, some people playing fiddles, and all of a sudden, some of them started coming out into the hallway, and they all started playing music together. They didn't know each other either. But they started a hall party right there, singing and playing music. It was great. So I picked up my guitar and I sat down and I started to play. And I was going to show them something. Boy, I was going to show them. I knew a song from Newfoundland. And I started to sing.
High five.
I'm the boy that builds the boat. And I'm the boy that sails her. I'm the boy that catches the fish and takes them home to line. That's about as far as I got. And then they said, "Where are you from, boy? You're not from Newfoundland." I said, "No, how could you tell?" He said, "I that builds the boat. We don't talk English that way. We have our own way of singing it in English. Newfoundland English. And don't ever sing it that slowly. You gotta do it at Newfie speed. Newfoundland speed. It's gotta be fast. It's gotta be like a party." And so this is the way they did it. It took me a while to be able to sing it this fast. But I'm going to do this song Newfoundland style. All right, now, if you want to join in here, you got to get some guitars. You got to get some fiddles. You got maybe a squeeze box. You see a lot of squeeze boxes or accordions at a Newfoundland party. A couple of spoons. Spoon. Yeah, everybody can play a spoon. Flutes. All kinds of musical instruments. Everybody joins in. And you might not understand what I'm saying in this song, but let's see if anybody can follow me. Maybe we'll even let the Nova Scotians join in. You never know. Maybe. All right. Okay. All right. I'm the boy that knows the boat. I'm the boy that sails her. I'm the boy that catches the fish and takes them home to Liza. If you're perfect as I'm gonna do it, if you're perfect as I am, well, we're putting in more water all the rest of the circle. Songs and runners that cover the lake. If you need for supper, in the spring of the year, right in the hay butter. Yeah, someone's got it. All right. Now you took license to the dance. Paid that she could travel. And every step that she did take was underneath the gravel. In your mind was sunny to blue. In your mind was sunny ground. Oh, the funny and warm are all around the circle. And this is a song that I like because it tells us about something we should be very proud of. For example, do we have any wars in Canada? No wars in Canada. It's very peaceful. We haven't had a war in Canada since way back in the year 1812. Almost two countries to try to bring peace to other countries. Something we're very famous for. You know that we have Canadians in Afghanistan right now, right? Men and women who are trying to keep those people safe. But we have people in other countries as well doing the same thing. Well, here's a song about one of these times, a long time ago, when we had to do just that. Now, this is a song about a war that started in the year, I'm going to check your history now, started in the year 1914. Now, who can tell me which war started in the year 1914? Who knows their history? How about you? Good for you. World War I. The First World War started in the year 1914. Well, when that war started, it was overseas. Canada was safe. We didn't have to do anything. But we said our friends need help. So thousands and thousands of Canadians got on board ships, headed across the ocean to help those people. And a lot of Canadians died during that war. Well, there was one family in Nova Scotia that had 4 brothers. And all 4 brothers said, yeah, we're going to go and help those people, even if it's dangerous. So they got on board the ships and they headed across the ocean. And during that war, 3 of the brothers died. Only one of them came home to Nova Scotia when the war was over. Well, at the end of the war, the one brother came home to Nova Scotia and he told everybody about what he saw. He saw some terrible things. But he also saw a lot of Canadians risk their lives and give their lives to help people around the world. He was very proud of them. Somebody heard his story, somebody in Nova Scotia, and he wrote a song about those brothers and about all the other Canadians who were always trying to help people around the world. And that song was called Farewell Nova Scotia. And they sing this song all over Nova Scotia. They're pretty proud of it. Because it tells us something we should all be proud of. That we always help people around the world. Even if it's